Oh my God, you're here. Hey guys, I'm Tory Favreau, Geelong-Flipper, Uncle Flip, talking to you via the internet webs all over the world. Welcome to television. Today we're going to be talking about reselling. Well, we may not be, it's up to you guys what we talk about, but this is a bit of a fun time that we do like to have with each other. I hope everyone is super well. Joey's in the room saying that he's first. I was first. And thank you for the thumbs up, mate. Good on you. I may be jammering and stuttering at the moment because I am shutting down my video editing software. Hopefully that'll make things pick up. Today was insanity. Quindles, how you doing? Kate's in the house. Glad to see you guys here. All right, so today was nuts, but I provided content for myself, but then you get to watch it later. I've actually done my first Flips School of Cooking, teaching you guys how to make the ultimate reseller lunch. You like that? That was a pre-rehearsed title. Otherwise known as how to cook 2-minute noodles in 3 minutes. Michelle, how are you, Michelle? Today, you'll see it tomorrow. I'm always surprised there's no star next to your name, my dear. But I followed your advice today in one of the tubs and I started stacking the DVDs like that instead of that. It is far better. Thank you. So in the opaque, did you like that? Good word. In the opaque tubs, as I make my way through them, I will start doing that. It's way better. And you get the credit. I say thank you to you. Thank you to you. All right, guys. So today was a mission, and I hope that you guys are all doing well. Fairy Cakes is in the house saying, hello, everyone. It's still raining in Tweed Heads. I like Tweed Heads. It's fun. It doesn't have the same ring as, say, Coolangatta, but Tweed Heads was good. Got 3 or 4 good IPOs there. We went to the Salvos, the Vinnies. I think they were the only 2 open on that day. No, an RSPCA one as well. You can see those videos if you go back to September last year. You'll see those IPO runs that I did there. Okay, so today was insanity. I set myself a task and I'm low-key proud of myself because I did it. As we were talking about having the 2 days off, and I had to get X amount of listings done. I had to get at least $1,500 worth of listings done. I got $2,400 and something done this afternoon. I feel fatigued. I feel like I've run a reseller marathon. I feel like the hounds of hell have been nipping at my Achilles tendon all day, but I made it. I made it, guys. I made it. I've gone beyond the required time off. Hell, I could have 3 days off now if I wanted. 4. I won't, but I could. Alrighty, so bear with me. There's 16 of you in the room, and I just want to tell you right now, start clicking the thumbs. It's not hard. There's a thumbnail. All right. Ah, there you go. 17 people, 1 person left because they didn't want to give me a thumbs up. I'm so sorry about your free entertainment, Governor. Michelle, I'm glad you followed those rules. That is a rule. You drive past an op shop. If there's a car park, you have to go in. It's not difficult. All right, so channel members, be aware I'm about to upload a video that won't be visible to everyone else for 2 days. Scheduling it now. Don't leave the live, please. But it is there. Look, here's the spoiler alert. I've had stacks of people say to me, hey, uncle, hey, we don't know like what the deal is with these mailers, the new Aussie Post ones. Twin Cross Media, how you doing? Wolf, how's it going? Trisha, I don't care. If it's in far north Queensland, it's going to be perfect, even if it's a flood. I hope it isn't flooding, but God, I love far north Queensland. It's awesome. Okay, so the video that will be out in 2 days' time, just so as you are aware, it'll just be me basically taking 9 minutes to pull apart one of the new mailers. But I was more than happy to wreck my own stock just to show you guys what was inside it, how you can use it with confidence. It's a good piece of kit. It's pretty lazily put together though, but I'll wait for you guys to see that for yourself. It will actually shock you. I'll go one step further. I wouldn't actually be that surprised if in some cases that mailer splits in transit. I'm sure they've tested it, but yeah, you'll see in the video, it comes apart very easily. Chrissy, how you doing? Fairy Cakes went to 3 oppos. Let's have a look here. Didn't buy one thing. Too much dead stock at home. Fairy Cakes, here's the thing. You have permission from me to go op shopping, all right? But do you like how I just made myself the boss? But just look for items that have a high resale value. Like today, I did go into an oppo. I got this horse for $3. I nearly photographed it for eBay. It's now listed for 70. It's a Barbie horse, but check this out. So I had to test it. It's meant to have reins. They're missing. Who cares? But hopefully I won't kill myself. Check this out. It actually walks. Like if I was to... Oh, wait. I might be able to show you. Hey, Forrest. Wait a second, guys. Welcome to television. Just walk. Come on. Yes, it walks like a Terminator, but it does walk. Turn off. Excuse me. Turn off, please. There we go. Kate, did you pick up the teddy bear? I hope so. I don't know. Like I saw the comp. Some of them go for over $100. I found 2 now, though. I think I will have to revisit my $99 listing. Forrest, yo, how you doing, mate? Yeah, that Barbie horse is super cool, guys. Hey, can someone do me a favor? Just if you want to, can you share this out to your social medias, please? If we can get more people in, it basically just keeps pushing stuff out, and the more people in, the better the stream goes, and the more people we help and possibly get into the Facebook group. So that might be good fun. The Facebook group, guys, if you're not in there, it's Geelong-Flipper Family. It is on Facebook, and so far it has been a really cool resource already. Like it is working within the channel, the YouTube channel, but it is also working outside of that space. For example, Mel made a sort of a flow chart of pros and cons for free post, which I thought was really good. And it was very fair and balanced as well, because everyone has different views on it. So check that out. That was on there. Some of the guys are telling when there's sales on in some of the bigger op shop chains. That's also on the Facebook. So do give it a shot. Sailor Moon, Andrew. Sailor Moon. Okay, let's have a look here. Thanks for that, Forrest. I appreciate it, mate. All right, guys. So what I'm doing at the moment, in case you are new, I resell stuff to, it's my job. I resell stuff. I buy things cheap and I try to sell them at a profit. Yeah, that's how I make my income. I'm not the worst. I'm not the best. I'm just doing my best and sharing the results with you guys. And that's what the channel's about. We've got a fantastic... We've got a fantastic... I'm laughing at what you said, Chrissy. We do have a fantastic community here, guys, on the channel with over, I think we're almost up to 2,100 members, possibly even by the end of this live stream. We might have 2,100 subscribers to the channel. And that excites me. That's really good. And it's thanks to you guys that we are growing in strength. And I think we're becoming a better resource for each other too. So thank you for that, guys. I do appreciate it. So let's have a look here. Clint's in the house. How you doing, mate? What I'm doing at the moment, guys, because I know I talk so very much during these lives, I don't get a lot of work done. So I've pre-prepared all of my work, and Yeah, so I started off the day and I thought, well, I've got to get the 1,500. I've got over $2,400 worth of listings. I've been lucky enough that some of my vinyl I sent off to one of the channel members earlier. They've already bought two of them, so they don't even need to be listed, which is good. I can get rid of those records. And let's have a look here. Yeah, that would be fantastic, actually. All right, so I'm just going to find my photos. Now, I did just do the Pixies, Trompe Le Monde, so we'll get rid of that. And I'll turn off the little thingamajiggies. There we go. And I can see that you guys are asking to join the YouTube group now. Sorry, the Facebook group. Please make sure that you are asking the questions. It is not a it's not a hard thing. It's basically just to prove that your channel, well, subscribers to the channel, because the two work so hand in hand. Someone just wanting to join from the outside, some of the stuff won't make any sense to them. And also, we're trying to offer this to channel members to give them a chance to network, become friends, help each other. Because I think the more that we do this sort of thing and we do stuff on Facebook together, we can actually help each other. So, like, you might have ended up with a fair bit, for example, a fair bit of plush, and you think to yourself, well, I know that Tori really likes Care Bears. I'll work out a bundle deal, or so and so loves video games. I'll work out a deal. I don't want to do them. So it's a chance for us to help each other with stock as well, and I just think it's bloody wonderful. All right, so I'm just going to be twisting for some reason, the way I took these photos. Actually, I might check with the next lot, but they've all turned themselves 90 degrees. So when I take photos of vinyl, I show, like, even though these are all brand new, I do show the corners, because some record collectors are very fussy about impact damage to the sides of the records. And when I'm hoping to ask a bit of a premium on some of the vinyl, I want to show the buyer that it's in, Spitz perfect condition. So that is something for you to consider when you are photographing vinyl. Don't just take a photo of the record. Show all the corners. You know what it says when you do the eBay listings? It always says the buyer wants to see all angles and stuff. It's true. So do it. All right, so they're all done. Let's quickly, I'm saving these as drafts, guys. So the ones I'm doing now, I won't talk about them too much, but yeah, I am saving stuff as drafts for giraffes, okay? Because giraffes are important. They've got feelings. We'll move that to the bin. Let's have a look what's happening here. Hey, Octo, how you doing? Lily Moon, how you doing there? Kim's in the house. Thanks, mate. Okie dokie. All right. Emma's in the house. CJ. Okay. CJ. I got through a whole heap of media listings today as well. But yeah, it's good to have that big clear out. I feel a lot better that I've tackled a lot of this today, even though, as you know, it can be quite exhausting, especially when you're trying to get a lot done all at once. It doesn't always work out the way we like. All right, that one's fine. Calamari Jane. Well, I don't see any reason, CJ, you should be able to work around that. That'll work. Okay, so I also listed some toys today, so that was good. Nothing too high end. One of them's super cool though. It's just a really big Optimus Prime pop. I've got the smaller one, and I barely display them, so I just thought, well, this is a little bit silly. But yeah, other than that, I just got the horse today, so that wasn't too exciting. Jakey, how you doing, mate? Thank you for coming in. I'm glad to see you. Guys, if you're jumping in and you haven't subscribed before, please do consider. I'm so close to 2100. That would be bloody awesome. Hit another little milestone as the hashtag FlipFam grows. That'd be nice. Oh, good stuff. What if you're comfortable letting us know, mate? What are you picking up? And if you're not comfortable, just tell me via email, geelongflipper@gmail.com. Always like to know what my friends are looking for and what they're getting. Chrissy, I agree with you. I do think that. Oh wow, that's awesome! Send me photos, dude, if you don't mind. I'd love to see them. Chrissy, I 100% agree with you. We've got 35 people in the house. I love the fact that a lot of people are chatting, and I think it is fantastic that we've got the familiar faces. We're getting to know each other. And as I said before, I will reiterate, if you want to take it to the next step, but be respectful, of course, the Geelong-Flipper family Facebook group. I will say it all the time because it's a resource. There is nothing, it's not like, I believe with some of the Discords and stuff, you've got to pay to be on them. It's nothing like that. Just if you're a viewer and you want to get a bit more involved, hop onto the Facebook group. It can be a real resource, particularly as you start to get to know each other and network and work out how to help each other with things. I think that'll be really cool. I agree with that. The Facebook group is cool, and the fact that we do have things come up where we can help each other. It's super neat. So I think the more that we can help each other, like even with the books, it's like, there's nothing to stop someone from going live when they're in a bookshop and going, "Hey, I got these. Are they any good?" I do believe within the group, you've got the ability to go live if you want to. Like it's not just me. So if you're ever stuck, go live in the group and people can watch and see what you got there and maybe provide you with some on-time assistance, which can be difficult sometimes. I do get that. So this is a Jumbo Optimus Prime that I am listing, and I took a whole heap of photos and I realized I had the wrong aspect ratio on one of them. So, I wouldn't want anyone assessing my store to tell me to make sure it's 1:1, because I had 1:1, but I was zoomed out, not in. I feel like there's a lot more book fairs and that sort of thing further up north. That was one thing I noticed when I was in Queensland, that almost without exception, the books were really well laid out. They looked like they were a section of the op shop as opposed to just something that wasn't really thought about. And some of them, the further up you went, they were just, it was like a real good book shopping experience. I don't know how to say that in a way that doesn't sound stupid, but they were a good experience to shop at these bookstores. Yeah, I've got some of these zoomed out shots are ridiculous. Emma, I know what you're talking about there. And you know what? I will speak very plainly about this. So Emma asks, do you think the store reviews from other YouTube sellers are worth it? Yes and no. I think, look, it's an easy way of getting content. I could quite readily say, hey, send me your store links and I'll critique your store. Who am I to do that? You know what I mean? It's like, I think there's very few people who honestly in the reselling space have any right to be critiquing other people's shops. And then let alone at the end trying to offer them a frigging course on how to do eBay. No. I could look at your shop and say, yeah, it looks nice. I could look at some of your listings and photography and say, yeah, that's good or that's not so good. But the sort of critiques that I saw on the most recent video that I know you're referring to, there was no depth to that. And I think if we're offering if we're offering to be doing something like that, I think that we, as the YouTube person, has the duty of care to do it properly. Um, Otherwise, we're just flapping our mouths with no real input. I can sit there and give all those trite comments about your shop. They won't mean a great deal. It would just be for content. So, for the most part, no, I don't believe so. Yeah, okay. So I agree with Octo 100%. Maybe when you do have a listen to some of these people, just tread carefully. Like I keep saying, I'm your friend, and I'm Uncle Flip and all the rest. But at the end of the day, I am just another person, the same as you, trying to make an income doing this amazing job that we do, that we all do differently, and no one is perfect doing it. So Octo said just then, have a look at the critiquer's sell through rate. It will speak volumes. So you can look through. I don't know how to do it properly. Ali's better at doing stuff than that. But sometimes when I hear something, she'll be like, no, that's not right. So it's certainly an art. But yeah, just be mindful of who you are talking to. It's like even with me that the channel's growing. All I would particularly say to you is like, yeah, 2,000 subscribers, but I guess they would probably enjoy me being honest more than being an elitist. But I'm certainly not qualified to have a look at your store other than in the most simplistic ways. I wouldn't be trying to delve through and look at stuff and compare what you're doing against other people. I have no right to do that. I can do it for a bit of fun, but it would be so lighthearted, it would be ridiculous. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. So that would be funny, actually. Awesome. Ash, good on you, mate. And yeah, happy Monday to you too. I'm glad that you're in the house at the moment. So that's a good thing, guys. We've got 43 in the house, folks. I just dropped to 40. I must have pissed someone off. But we've got 40 in the house and only 26 thumbs up. If you do have time and the ability to push something with your finger or your nose, or even your big toe, how about giving us a few thumbs up? And if anyone does share out, it certainly does increase the amount of people who are watching. So we have this time every day, if you are new, or nearly every day for an hour, where we catch up and we talk about what's going on with reselling, get to know each other better. So I absolutely love it, and I love the fact that we can actually connect. But let's have a look here. Okay, so Chrissy would be happy watching watching Octo berate people. Ash is watching on 2 devices. Please don't. You'll go nuts with the echo chamber. Emma, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. That's a lovely compliment, and I will be doing my best. Well, I'm not going to do my best to keep the way I am. I am the way I am. I think it was easy. Like I think some people when they make that step to YouTube, they become like they become something that they're not. Like for example, if you look at well, for example, Josh, the disgruntled octopus. Watch his channel. You'll get fantastic advice. He's open, he's honest, he's succinct. You will leave with something there. His disgruntled octopus character is the brash and bold character, but that is it's a character. Whereas you do have a lot of channels where someone like me is doing a show, but instead of me just leaving everything there, they cut out all the bits where they fuck up. So it's I think it's disingenuous because a lot of people rely on the advice. So I'd rather leave the mistakes in that you go, oh crap, Tori did that again. I know better now because I see him keep making that same mistake that me, am desperately trying to learn from, like, misallocating things and stuff like that. I hate it. I hate it that I've either been distracted or something's gone wrong and then I keep doing it. So I'm trying to get better at it. I mean, I'm taking great pains to make sure that I put all my custom SKUs in and that I'm putting it where I said I'm putting it. I still screw up though. Rhiannon, you're watching on 2 as well. Let's have a look here. Okay. Mark or Beck or both, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. All righty. So we're going to get this stuff done here. All right. Save that one for later. Who's the old guy? Yes, please. Thank you. Who? Old guy. But having said that, you know what? To a 12-year-old, I probably do look old. Me putty. Good. I'm pleased. I forget that you've got hours like of daylight still. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's get rid of all these Optimus photos. And okay, so this is crazy. A lot of my photos that I took are facing the wrong way. So I shall rotate them in. I'm on Mac, so I'll rotate them in Finder. No, apparently I will. I won't. I will. I won't. God, they're taking their time. Sorry, guys, this must be fascinating. There we go. Okay, to pimp a butterfly. Oh no, Wolf, that worries me. Am I dropping? Oh, I don't drop that many F-bombs. Hopefully that then, well, you know, you're the parent, do what you will. That's the right answer. All right, so all that's looking good. And for those of you wondering what I'm doing, I did listings earlier of a whole heap of DVDs and records. And what's a record, I hear you ask, children? Well, then, back in the day, it was a vinyl device through which a needle passed through the grooves. That projected out into a speaker, and therefore music was born in a portable form. I felt like I was doing Bioshock's Circus of Value then. Welcome to the Circus of Value. Ah, yeah, that's fair enough too. What would you rather? Oh, the coffee bag, please. Is it tea? I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, no, actually, I will have a tea. I've had a few coffees. Thank you. Sometimes I should be wearing my glasses, shouldn't I, everyone? You know, considering how effing old I am, 12-year-old, take you on in the streets. All righty. Let's have a quick look here. Lakunot Sutro Sedan. Oh, Christ, now we're getting personal, aren't we? All righty. Sometimes all I need is let I breathe. So yeah, a lot of this stuff that I am listing the vinyl stuff is my own personal stuff, but it just got silly. I was buying stuff when I wasn't feeling too good about myself, and I had all this stuff on CD anyhow, so I never ended up playing it because I was just playing the CD. So on some of them, I'm making profit. On some of them, I am breaking even. But the more important thing is that the stuff is leaving the house. I actually think out of all my Care Bears, I think the only color I don't have a green one. And the rule is, except for that purple dude, they're the gift Care Bears from viewers. So okay, so basically, with the stuff that I'm doing is the way I pack the vinyls is pretty straightforward. They're already shrink wrapped, and then from there, actually, I can show you because I just finished doing some. I also spent a bit of extra money. These aren't expensive. They're just a thicker plastic, and then I put them inside this plastic as well, and then I put them inside a record mailer from the post office. So it's a rigid mailer. If you go through My Post Business, you can actually buy proper LP mailers, but for some reason the post offices don't carry them. So at least our licensed post office doesn't. And that's how I send them. Then they're like $15 less your band, whatever you're on with My Business Post. So I hope that helps. Let's have a look here. I do get that when someone is playing a video game and they've got headphones on and you just hear them screaming. I do get that. Absolutely. Yeah, Clint, that's correct. So what I do, um, that's a good idea too, Joey. I just think it would be for a bulk order. Thank you, darling. Perfect. Thank you, sweetie. So we've got a cappuccino and a little bit of a bicky here. Um, yeah, look, pizza box would be a solid way to send stuff. It is about the right size. But Joey, to be honest, mate, I would rather receive my record in an LP mailer, not a Domino's box. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but I had this mental image of this guy showing up in a with his padded pizza box. There's your Nirvana record, courtesy of Black Eye Joe. Oh, oh, thank you for that. Wow. That's brilliant. Josh, you're more than welcome. You've ordered 12-inch pizza boxes. Yes. Oh my God, Clint, you're really showing. Yep. So I don't know if you guys remember, but if you're my age or just a little bit younger, there was a Pizza Hut ad and it was Dougie the Pizza Boy. So yeah, wow. That's a blast from the past, mate. Yeah. I found it. Hadsy, how you doing, mate? I found it at an Oppo. But I am, and it's downward spiral. Oh, further down the spiral. I'm in one of these gaming desks, so if I turn around and smack the sides of it, I feel like a friggin' Dalek. Exterminate! Exterminate! Oh, that was a good album. Johnny Cash live at San Quentin. Brilliant album. I think I've pretty much got all of Johnny Cash's albums on. Fun fact: I like Johnny Cash. For someone whose favorite music is hip hop and death metal, Johnny Cash rocks. But yeah, I think I've got them all on CD, including the American series that he did. All right. Move that over. Moving on up. Save it for later. Feels like you're talking about food, doesn't it? Oh, what are you doing? I'm just saving it for later. San Quentin is a classic album. Chrissy, I can remember that too. There was one in Belmont. Ironically, it's where Nando's is now. If you're from Geelong and you're a bit younger than me. Emma, great question. So, just so as you know, you don't have to make a business policy for them. You may need to. You'll need a business policy for them if you're going to send them overseas. I wouldn't see the point. And when you see the video, look, and guys, just so as you know, basically it was with the mailers coming out. Channel members can see the video now, and that isn't a promo. Just so as you guys know, there's subscribers and channel members in case you're not sort of familiar with that stuff. So when you go to my channel or any other YouTube creators channel, you may have the option of joining their membership, right? And with their membership, sometimes they'll offer stuff. Well, they should be offering some things, anything. Mine is just early access, really. If you go to the grand flip level, I send you my books on electronic format when they come out, in case you're watching for the first time. I'm also an author, and I've written 11 books, and they're all on Amazon. In fact, here is one of them. This is my latest one that just came out. So it's zombies, and the Easter Bunny has a gun, and he runs around Easterland fighting them. It's in a world where all the people are animals, and yeah, it is good fun. Yeah, so Grand Flip members get those books electronically when they come out, but otherwise there is early access, and part of the early access is the moment I pull apart one of those mailers and talk to you about what's in it. I literally dissect it so as you can go, yeah, that's a good fit for my business, or no, that's a terrible fit and it won't look after the things I'm sending. Because I can tell you right now, there are some things there is no way I'd put them in that mailer. Oh my God. Chrissy, yes, they are. Oh, Smorgies. Don't get me started. So in Geelong, right? Smorgies down at the Cunningham Pier. So for people who don't live around here, Smorgies basically, they were an all-you-can-eat place. They were down at the end of the pier in Geelong. I'm literally pointing in the direction is, which means nothing. It's north. And Cunningham Pier is still there, and I can't remember what the place is called that's there now. It's beautiful. It's a function centre. But there was a place there called Smorgies, and it was an all-you-could-eat. And there was Salty the sea lion, an animatronic creature that would sing and do a show and stuff. But as the restaurant became run down and people didn't go there as much, basically Salty the seal started to rot. And I mean smelt, because whatever the material was for its fur stank. And by the end, I went there with friends just before it shut down for good. And when Salty moved around, it was actually frightening. Children would cry, and it looked like an animatronic zombie was writhing about on the stage, singing songs in a creaky kiddie voice. Clint, it does sound like Five Nights at Five Nights at Freddy's, The Dead of Smorgies. So, I think it was Clint that was asking. Uh, it all depends on the title, mate. Don't let your 12-year-old ever read my book Pinata until they're about 18, and don't let them read A Flock Apocalypse. Probably don't let them read Tin Man either. The rest would be up to you. They are comedies, but they do have language and they do have zombies and there is violence, but they are deliberately funny violence. So it's up to you, mate. I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't want mine reading it at 12. Maybe at 14 or 15 if they were quite literate. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't do it. Save them for yourself. Pass them down. Barnacle Bills, yes. And even like to be honest, I don't know. I think it still might be in Queensland, but I miss even Sizzler was pretty good. Sizzler, I liked Sizzler. I rated it. The food was nice. You know, Fossies. Why does that name ring a bell? I'm Googling. Okay, so no, I don't know what that was, I don't believe. I thought Fossies was a clothing store. Is it a clothing store? Yeah, I thought it was either a supermarket or a clothing store. When I Google the name, it says clothing and supermarket, but yeah, I don't recall there being, I don't know if there was one in Geelong. I'll Google it. Google will know. It's become a gin and whiskey distillery. Okay, so oh my god, saucy chicken. Yes. Okay, Chrissy, I get that. Yes, faster pasta. I do remember that too. Oh my god. So in Geelong, once again, going back in time, and I'm sorry, people who aren't in Geelong, but for those who know the area, on the corner of Ryrie Street and Mirabel Street, there's this massive, really old building. And I remember years ago, because we couldn't afford to eat KFC because it was super expensive, but they brought a chicken place out called Colonial Peters. And whoever owned it had figured out the secret herbs and spices because you go there, it was super cheap and it tasted just like KFC, like exactly the same as KFC. Yeah, Wolf, I agree with you. I do think that. Hadsy, Speaky still exists. They've got a little shop in, if it's still there, excuse me, they've got a little shop in Market Square and they've got a little shop in Packington Street in Geelong West. Okay, so Queenslanders, I need to know. When I went up there with Ali last year, there were these chicken places, and I meant to eat there, and I never got around to it. And I think once we got, I think they were from like Tweed up, and then when we were in Toowoomba, I saw them, but they were called like Super Chicken or something. The buildings looked like they were repurposed um, Red Roosters. What was the proper name? Have I got the name right? And what was the food like? CJ, with those ones, I do think that with the mailers, they are heavily very papery. So as you know. I would just put them somewhere that you're not going to drop liquid on them because I don't believe they'll hold up getting wet. Sandra, how you doing? But yeah, Queenslanders, what's the chicken place? It looks like they're repurposed Red Roosters. All right, going back to my listings for a second. Clint, no. It literally chicken is in the title. Oh, Ali just said it's Super Rooster. Thanks, honey. Did I say Super Rooster before? Did I say Super Chicken? Oh, Super Rooster. There you go. I wish I'd eaten there. I don't know why. It didn't look that good. But I just wish that I'd tried it out. Super Rooster, that's it. Beck, how you doing? Hanging in the background listening. No, Brody's chicken, but no. Super Rooster. Super Rooster. Oh yeah, it comes up straight away. Super Rooster Toowoomba. Oh, look out. There is one in Brunswick as well. Superrooster.com.au. Tastiest rotisserie. I can tell you right now, when I was in the military at HMAS Cerberus, when we were basically, if you guys don't know, if you've never served, when you're on a land base, pretty much unless you're on duty, it is almost a 9 to 5 job. So you go get on duty in the morning. I was a cook. I'd cook all day, and then at starting in the morning, I'd finish at like 4 o'clock or whatever, and then you could do your own thing. And the last place I wanted to have my meals all the time was in the kitchen that I cooked at all day. So we'd go to Hastings, and it was just called charcoal chicken. It was the best chicken ever. As a connoisseur of fine chicken, that was the chickeniest chicken that I ever chickened. And the chips were divine. I think they were cooked in the chicken fat. I don't know, but they were brilliant. Chrissy, you are way behind in the chat, but yes, you are correct. Super Rooster, Toowoomba's tastiest. They've even got a video. Look at this, guys. Hang on. What a beautiful ad. Oh, that was my elbow. Darren, how you doing? Red Rooster is still around, CJ. We've got one or two of them. Two in Geelong. One on the highway, the Colac Highway, and the other one is also on the Colac Highway, but about 5 kilometres down the road. I shot a man in Brooklyn just to watch him die. All right, the doors. Strange Days. Let's chuck that one up. Look, Red Rooster's nice, but I would still contend you're not missing out on that much. This is the doors. I've got the doors, Strange Days, and Morrison Hotel will be up and on the listings over the next few days. I've already put up what I needed to put up for today. Kingsley Chicken. I think everyone's got like some good place for their chicken. Henny Penny. Henny Penny. Oh yeah, they're still going. And then you got Henny Penny, the proper little chicken in the books. I don't know well, I do know. I do know that Octo got his twin shirt, but I also know I haven't received feedback for the transaction. I don't know about that one, Clint. I haven't heard of it. Sounds amazing. So, you bastard. Now, I think Octo, when we do the joint podcast, we should wear the twinning shirt. You guys are hilarious. Oh, Darren, just so as you're aware too, I don't know if you were after any of the DK stuff, but I'm going to be listing fresh fruit for rotting vegetables soon. Brand new. Okay, this is actually going pretty well tonight. I'll just set it to one side, mate. If as long as you're comfortable, I can rock a PayPal instead, unless of course, and I won't be offended unless you want me to list it. But yeah, I'm happy to do PayPal. Oh, Hadsy's got a question. Okay, so that's a really good question, Hadsy, and I haven't given it any thought whatsoever. It will actually possibly hurt my band rating. That's, yeah. Thank you. I did not even think of that for a second. Yeah, thank you. I hadn't thought of it. So it will absolutely affect the rating because most of my stuff has been in those for a while now, and none of it is being processed through my my business post. So that is something to think of. The other side of it is though, once they become just regular mailers too, and they go back, it's only for the month. So I've generally got an 8-week period in which to maintain the rage for the band 5, and I'll just have to pick up the shortfall. But it's like it's a 50% saving on everything at the moment, so kind of makes more sense. Ah, thanks, Mark. I didn't realize that. Yeah, look, absolutely valid, but mate, it's half price. Unless you're sending so much stuff that in larger parcels that it would really adversely affect you, or you don't feel that you're selling enough to maintain it afterwards or build it back up. I still think it's a really good point, and I do appreciate you bringing it up. Now, guys, just so as you are aware, we've got about 7 minutes left of the stream, okay? Really, Sandra? Okay. So Sandra's rocking too hard to be using the little satchel. Good for you, mate. I hope that you're making big buckaroos on some of those sales because that's awesome. All right, so I'll get that Dawes Morrison Hotel ready to go. It was nice with the Dawes albums. I bought them and it's so funny. Like my dad's nearly 70, but he just loves his Spotify now. So I bought these albums and then he gave me the original pressings. So my dad's music's awesome. He's got really good, well, in my opinion, he's got very good taste in music, even though it's still back for his generation. But oh my God, he was the one who like made me fall in love like with the Blues Brothers and stuff like that, and all of those blues artists that were on that soundtrack. Because he would sorry, I'm talking about in the past tense, but he watches that movie ad nauseum, like over and over and over. And I love the soundtrack. Look, I don't think you will have bought too many because at the end of the month, mate, I reckon they're going to, I think that they will fall over and into my business post. So you'll still, I believe you'll be getting your band discounts pretty soon. Don't forget, these mailers are a trial by Australia Post and eBay. I don't think you've got anything to lose. And worst case, if you really had to, you could always just mark that as a small, when you're doing your business post, you can always mark it as a small. It will calculate it and charge you more, but you'll be getting your band 5 and able to use the mailer, which is better for the environment. So there's always positives. Okay, so I absolutely love Rodriguez. I haven't seen vinyl, but I personally own 2 or 3 CDs. Of course, I mean, and guys, if you don't know who we're talking about, look up the documentary Searching for Sugar Man. See, guys, I when it comes to music, the autism kicks in, and I just seem to retain stuff. But yeah, the documentary is called Searching for Sugar Man. And how is this for a horrible story? So this guy has the voice of an angel. Literally look up Sugar Man by Rodriguez if you want a good example of his voice. He was in America working as a painter, and he was a singer, and he did all these songs and did all these recordings. And it was back in the bad days of music, and his music went over to South Africa where he was a superstar. But guess what? They never told him. So it's heartbreaking. This guy worked till almost the end of his days as a house painter, barely able to make ends meet. And these documentary filmmakers went, where is this guy? Like, he is so popular in South Africa. And they finally found him, brought him over to South Africa to perform. And I was like almost in tears. It's like he was selling out arenas. They love him over there. And since then, he did also tour. So he's not with us anymore, but such a sad documentary. Such a sad documentary. Okay, Chrissy. Dad's got the vinyl collection. Look, I don't know if they're worth a lot of money or not. CJ is still upset about the boxes of extra small satchels. Clint, you are lucky, and that's probably the tour that I was thinking of as well, because that would sort of match up with the documentary, which he did tour. Oh, okay. Hadzi, great question again. So basically, the whole thing is nothing to do with my business post. When they did the offer, you just bought them. You bought them through eBay off Australia Post. It's convoluted. There's money passing hands somewhere there. Nothing wrong, but just it's nothing to do with your band fives. It's not connected to your account at all. You literally logged on because the prices were so cheap, and I bought them through there. And now to use them, like for example, I sent Mark bought a book off me, The Flock Apocalypse. And when I sent it today, all I had to do was go into eBay, purchase postage. Then I had to go from my postage to the Australia Post flat rate and select extra small. $4.28 comes up, and you just, if you've got a Joey printer, then you just print out the label. Oops. If you guys don't tell me, you guys, Beck, if you're listening, not my fault. There's a reason why you can leave a message for the seller. Oh, yeah. She's brilliant, mate. Absolutely. Um, I have never done a video about that, but I have sold them. So I haven't sold a lot of them, but there was a while back where I got a whole heap. So I'll think of how I can string something together, and we'll show you. It's nice and easy. To be honest, it's not as difficult as a lot of people think, because don't forget that when you're selling glasses on eBay, you are not selling the glasses. You are not making reference to prescription or anything like that. You are selling the frames. The lenses are there. And the best advice I can give you is to say in your item listing that the lenses need to be changed, that you're selling the frames only. All right. The video with the mugs was by channel member Rubber Duck Rye, or Rylan, and yeah, CJ, your star color did change today. So basically, it's just the longer you're in the channel membership, your star changes color. Like I think Rubber Duck and Carol and a few of the others there, they've got like yellow or gold stars or something like that. In any case, guys, I am going to wrap it up for the evening. Thank you so very much for being with me. If anyone's got anything quick, I will give you 2 minutes because I didn't give you any sort of warning. But otherwise, we'll hop on out of here. Woof. Okay, yes, I do send a fair bit of glass or ceramic. It is not that difficult. It is just basically just show care and think about how you'd like to receive it. I tend to use boxes, then fill them with hex paper and bubble wrap. Just bind that glass item tightly. All right, guys, looks as though everyone is happy to say good night, so I'll say good night too. As always, thank you for being a part of the live stream. It is fantastic to talk to you all, and I do mean that. And who knows, by the morning, guys, we may have 2,100 members, new friends to make in the Facebook group. It's going to be a good time. All right. Thank you so very much, guys. I do appreciate you. And look, might be on tomorrow, might not be. Trying to give myself a little bit of downtime. All right. But the video will be up from today. All right, guys. Bye.